Good morning, happy Saturday. Got a lot of stuff kind of planned, but not as much work as the previous weekends in theory. So I thought I'd go through the garden this morning and share some of our plans for this weekend and show what's going on. Things are growing so fast. We had quite a bit of rain and then heat and then rain and then heat. And so the plants really took off. And so you're gonna see I'm a little behind in a few things. But that is not really a major issue. It's just now make a plan to get back going. So I've done about 3/4 of the tomatoes. I have them strung up. And so got quite a few tomatoes going on most plants now. Overall pretty happy. A couple of them were pretty sad. I broke one off when I was stringing it up. That's fine. I don't prune all of the suckers off until after I string them up. So I just chose the next sucker down and was able to string that up instead. The two back beds of San Marzanos are really intense right now, and I need to clean those up this weekend. So that's on the list. We also may put irrigation lines in this bed for the tomatoes and onions, and then I'll put straw down. So I delayed putting the straw down. Over here, the carrots are getting really big. They're actually overtaking some of the peppers. But look at the little poblanos. Aren't they cute? So that's exciting. And pepperoncinis we have here will be good. Got some dill, lettuce. The celery is starting to do pretty well here. The parsley, the flat leaf parsley is getting really big, so I should start drying some of that. So that's doing really well. The mixed bed of sweet peppers and then the cayennes on the end, starting to do well. I do need to fertilize it looks like. So I will go through and do that. Probably try to put straw down on most of these beds. Sweet potatoes. I saw a post earlier this week. It made me feel a little better. It's the first time growing them. But they said there's no good way to take a picture of sweet potato slips when you plant them, so it doesn't make me feel so bad. They look pretty scraggly. It looks like one may not have made it, so I do have a backup to put there. But I was going to give it another day. And I need to put straw down on these two beds as well. The potatoes took off with all the rain on and off this week on this bed, to the point where actually some are budding already, which is about 20 days early for what they should normally do. Over here, I need to weed, but look at this guajillo. Pretty excited about that. And the poblanos in the back. Still have to install the 6-in-1 so we can get the broccoli planted. That is a priority this weekend. Also have a 6-in-1 to replace this bed, or we'll move this bed. This is the cayenne bed over here. I need to prune these more. These ones are too short for cayenne, so I still need to prune all this lower stuff, and I keep on picking off the leaves. I could let it fruit, but I'd rather the plant get bigger so we have better fruit in the long run, and I do have a few large cayenne plants that are already fruiting. These are, I believe, the Poblano giganteum or something like that, or Giganteum ancho, or I can't remember the name. And then a couple ties in the back there, and some ageratums sprinkled in, as well as onions. Over here, this is my Ace Bell pepper bed. There's 32 bells. I think there's a couple California Wanderers in here, but overall doing pretty well. We've got garlic scapes. These garlic are definitely smaller, but as expected, since these were planted and then had to get moved, or got moved by turkeys. But I do have a lot of scapes to harvest today. Flat leaf parsley, lettuce, and some alyssum. You'll see the alyssum is on most beds. Over here, we've got, I think these are the red pearls. I couldn't remember the name. These are the volunteers from last year from inside the hoop house. So it was a grape tomato. I didn't do very many tomatoes in the hoop house, so in theory, these actually might be true. So depending on what the fruit looks like and tastes like, we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to move a bunch of these out. I just was trying to put them somewhere for a short-term placeholder. Pole beans in the back, all the way along the cattle panels. These are 4 cattle panels arched over. These are pole beans. I think there's 4 or 5 types of pole beans in here. I put some flowers in here, some stock I had leftovers, kind of a cut flower, some status that I had left over. Looks like the parsley got really mad this week. I'm not sure what was going on with that. But sorry, parsley, these are celery. I'm gonna do that every time. These are drumsticks, so I'm not sure if they'll do really anything in this bed as well. Here's some more celery. And then over here, I put down some carrot seed that's not up yet. On the tunnel, it's starting to get really full, and I actually might need to come and cut some of these peas after I pick today, so that the tomatoes in here don't get too smothered. But I have tomatoes that I keep on pulling the peas back from, sprinkled throughout. So when the peas go by in another couple weeks, I can just cut down at where the stem meets the soil, right above it, and pull the peas just on the top part and leave the roots intact so they're not going to mess up any of the other roots in here. So trying kind of early season to mid-season planting. So we'll see how that works. But there's tons and tons of peas, and Jay loves these, so I am going to come pick. Might make him like a salad or something with them today. I'm not sure. I am really excited. I don't think I mentioned this, but there's a first moment in the garden, the first time in a season that you get to get your real harvest basket out, and that is today for me. So I am really excited. Maybe I'll put that on video later, because we have peas. I've got probably 150 to 100 garlic scapes to plant, or to pick. I've got potatoes, 2 bags of potatoes I need to pull. We've got a bunch of different things. So it's early season. Don't have any too much yet, but it's still a pretty exciting moment when I get to actually take out my my real harvest basket for the first time in the season. So like this guy is trying peas again, so I probably will come back and prune some of these back. This one is a Hillbilly Tom. Got another tomato back here. Torahina cherry is doing really well. I need to pull all the beets so that the onions don't get smothered. I'll cut some of these for beet greens, but most of these are overgrown now at this point, and I don't really like beets, so I'm not growing them for the beets themselves. So we'll see on that, but yeah, overall I'm really happy with how the peas have done. I thought I planted them a little late here. We're at like June 11th, I think, today, and our last average frost is May 20th. But we've had a few 90-degree days already here in North Central Mass. Our season's about 151 on average, 150 something days between frosts. Average days between frosts, I should say. But tomatoes are looking all right. A couple of them have some funkiness that I might pick those off. I'm not sure they'll be what we want to eat, but when you let the twins and triplets and stuff like that of the blossoms go, sometimes you'll have some oddities going on. there. I do need to fertilize this bed as well. We use all organic fertilizers from a local shop in Westminster, Mass, Emerald City. You can go in and tell them I sent you if you're local. They're fantastic. So this bed is completely overgrown. Those of you who've continued watching know that I was planning on putting cages on these. I don't know if I'll be able to at this point. I might have to just do stakes. So I'm going to figure that out today. But I will prune the bottom pieces anyways. What I was trying to show you is the tomatoes that are in here. These are all San Marzanos. These are San Marzanos too, but they're gonna be on the lower and lean method, so I'm gonna trim them. I had already trimmed them some. They are growing wild. These are both or same plant, but same seeds. These are indeterminate paste. So pruning them is okay, although I've never done pruning on a paste tomato, and I've never grown an indeterminate paste. So that's why I wanted to do some tests here between lower and lean method and doing a single vine versus more of a bush method for those. So I will probably do a few updates today. I didn't show you guys, I do have baby grape tomatoes. I've got Mountain Magics and Clementines, which are the 2-ouncers. Bunch of stuff, but making progress. Gotta dig these potatoes up today. This bag and that bag, I think, are the old ones. I need to fill some straw, I keep forgetting, or some more soil on these two in the back here. They are flowering. So hopefully you guys are all getting out in the garden this weekend, and thanks for watching.